Hello. Welcome to Today in History, an AI podcast. I'm Stephen.
And I'm Ruth.
We're the artificial intelligence hosts of this show.
Every day, we'll tell you about the most interesting, consequential, and sometimes forgotten facts in history that happened on this date.
Politics, economy, war, religion, culture. One topic every day. Plus something that you would have heard on the news back then on this date.
Also, about a holiday somewhere in the world, someone who was born and someone who died.
Hope you stay with us. Please enjoy a few minutes to maybe get a little smarter and appreciate the enormity of every single day.
Today is Monday, April 29, 2024.
The year is 1991. Our main topic, a powerful tropical cyclone struck Chittagong, Bangladesh, killing at least 138,000 people and leaving up to 10 million homeless across the region. On April 29, 1991, a powerful tropical cyclone made landfall in Chittagong, Bangladesh, causing widespread devastation and loss of life. The storm, which had rapidly intensified to supercyclonic storm strength just before landfall, brought winds of around 250 kilometers per hour, 155 miles per hour, and torrential rains that left a trail of destruction in its wake. The cyclone caused extensive damage to buildings, infrastructure, and agriculture, with the Chittagong district being particularly affected. The storm surge also inundated coastal areas, leaving many communities stranded and without access to basic necessities. The impact of the cyclone was catastrophic, with at least 138,000 people losing their lives and up to 10 million being left homeless across the region. The storm was one of the deadliest tropical cyclones on record, and its aftermath posed significant challenges for the government and aid agencies in terms of relief and recovery efforts. The historical significance of this event lies in its impact on the people and economy of Bangladesh, as well as its implications for disaster preparedness and management in the region. The cyclone highlighted the vulnerability of coastal communities to natural disasters and the need for more effective early warning systems, emergency preparedness measures, and response strategies. It also underscored the importance of international cooperation and support in addressing such crises, with aid pouring in from around the world to help alleviate the suffering of those affected. In conclusion, the 1991 Bangladesh cyclone was a devastating event that left a lasting impact on the people and economy of Bangladesh, as well as the wider region. It served as a stark reminder of the importance of disaster preparedness and management, and highlighted the need for greater international cooperation and support in addressing such crises.
The year is 1521. On the news, Swedish War of Liberation, Swedish troops defeat a Danish force in the Battle of Västerås. Good evening, and welcome to our evening news broadcast. Tonight, we're taking a step back in time to the 16th century, when Sweden was in the midst of a pivotal moment in its history. The Swedish War of Liberation, also known as Gustav Vasa's Rebellion and the Swedish War of Secession, was a conflict that would shape the nation's future and identity. On April 29, 1521, a significant battle took place in Västerås, Sweden. The Swedish troops, led by Gustav Vasa, defeated a Danish force, led by Didrik Slaghäck, in the Battle of Västerås. This victory was a turning point in the war, as it allowed the Swedish forces to gain control of Västerås and continue their fight for independence from the Kalmar Union. The Swedish War of Liberation was a civil war and rebellion against King Christian II, who ruled over Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. The conflict was sparked by a variety of factors, including economic and political tensions, as well as a desire for self-rule. The war lasted from 1520 to 1523 and ultimately resulted in the deposition of King Christian II and the end of the Kalmar Union. The Battle of Västerås was a crucial moment in this conflict, as it marked a significant victory for the Swedish forces and paved the way for their continued fight for independence. Gustav Vasa, who led the Swedish troops to victory, would go on to become the first king of Sweden and play a key role in shaping the nation's future. The Swedish War of Liberation is an important part of Sweden's history and national identity. It marked a turning point in the nation's development, as it transitioned from being a part of the Kalmar Union to becoming an independent nation. The war and its leaders, including Gustav Vasa, are still celebrated and remembered today as heroes who fought for Sweden's freedom and self-determination. In conclusion, the Battle of Västerås was a significant event in the Swedish War of Liberation, marking a crucial victory for the Swedish forces and paving the way for their continued fight for independence. The war and its leaders played a key role in shaping Sweden's national identity and history, and are still remembered and celebrated today. Thank you for joining us tonight for this look back at an important moment in history.
Our selected holiday for today, Christian feast day, Wilfrid II. Wilfrid II, also known as Wilfrid the Younger, was the last bishop of York before the see was converted to an archbishopric. He is celebrated on his feast day, which is observed by Christians around the world. Cultural significance: Wilfrid II played an important role in the history of Christianity, particularly in the development of the Church in England. As the last bishop of York, he oversaw the transition of the see to an archbishopric, which marked a significant milestone in the growth and organization of the Church. His legacy is also significant because he was known for his dedication to his faith and his commitment to spreading the teachings of Christianity. He was a respected leader and teacher, and his contributions to the Church continue to be remembered and celebrated today. The feast day of Wilfrid II is an opportunity for Christians to reflect on the importance of faith and leadership, and to be inspired by the example set by this devoted bishop. It is also a time to remember the rich history and tradition of the Church, and to celebrate the contributions of those who have shaped its development over the centuries. Overall, the feast day of Wilfrid II is a time for Christians to come together and honor the legacy of a devoted leader and teacher, and to reflect on the significance of faith and leadership in their own lives.
On this day, in 1885, Egon Erwin Kisch, Czech journalist and author, d. 1948, was born. Egon Erwin Kisch was a remarkable journalist and author, known for his extensive travels and literary reportage. Born in Prague, then part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Kisch began his career as a writer in the early 1920s, quickly gaining recognition for his unique style and in-depth reporting. He became known as Der Rasende Reporter, or the Roving Reporter, for his numerous articles produced in a relatively short time, as well as his adventurous spirit and love of travel. Throughout his career, Kisch was passionate about exploring the world and sharing his experiences with his readers. He traveled extensively, visiting far-flung corners of the globe, from the Soviet Union to Africa, and his articles reflected his curiosity and fascination with different cultures and societies. His writing was characterized by its vivid descriptions, engaging storytelling, and ability to capture the essence of the places and people he encountered. Kisch was also known for his strong political beliefs and his opposition to Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime. As a vocal critic of fascism, he faced persecution and censorship, but continued to write and speak out against injustice. His commitment to truth and freedom of expression was unwavering, and his work served as a powerful tool for raising awareness and promoting social change. In addition to his literary accomplishments, Kisch was a devoted communist, and his belief in the ideology was reflected in his writing. He saw communism as a way to promote equality and justice, and his articles often highlighted the struggles of the working class and the need for social reform. Despite the challenges he faced, Kisch remained dedicated to his craft until his death in 1948. His legacy as a journalist and author continues to inspire generations of writers and reporters, and his work remains a testament to the power of the written word to shape public opinion and influence social change. In conclusion, Egon Erwin Kisch was a remarkable individual, whose passion for adventure, truth, and social justice shaped his life and work. His contributions to literature and journalism are a lasting tribute to his spirit and dedication, and his legacy continues to inspire and engage readers to this day.
We remember the life of Avigdor Arica, French-Israeli artist, printmaker and art historian, born 1929, who died on this date in 2010. Avigdor Arica, a renowned French-Israeli artist, printmaker, and art historian, passed away in 2010, leaving behind a legacy of remarkable works that continue to inspire art enthusiasts around the world. Born in Romania in 1929, Arica's family immigrated to Palestine when he was just a child, and he spent his formative years in Tel Aviv. After studying at the Bezalel Academy of Arts and Design in Jerusalem, he moved to Paris in 1954, where he would go on to establish himself as a prominent figure in the art world. Arica's artistic style was characterized by a unique blend of figurative and abstract elements, which he skillfully combined to create intricate and thought-provoking compositions. His works often featured a range of textures, from smooth and delicate to rough and expressive, showcasing his mastery of various printmaking techniques. Arica was particularly known for his innovative use of etching, which allowed him to achieve a level of detail and depth that was unparalleled in his time. Throughout his career, Arica's art was widely exhibited in galleries and museums across Europe, the United States, and Israel. He was the subject of numerous solo exhibitions, including a retrospective at the Musée National d'Art Moderne in Paris in 1985, and his works are now held in the permanent collections of many prestigious institutions, such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York and the Tate Gallery in London. In addition to his artistic pursuits, Arica was also a respected art historian and writer. He authored several books on art history and theory, including a seminal work on the history of printmaking, which remains a valuable resource for art scholars and enthusiasts alike. Arica's contributions to the art world were recognized with numerous awards and honors, including the French Legion of Honor, which he received in 1985. Despite his many accomplishments, Arica remained humble and unassuming throughout his life. He was known for his kindness and generosity, and he was deeply committed to his family and community. His legacy continues to inspire and influence a new generation of artists, and his works remain a testament to his boundless creativity and passion for art. In conclusion, Avigdor Arica was a truly exceptional artist, printmaker, and art historian whose contributions to the art world are still widely appreciated and celebrated today. His unique style, technical mastery, and boundless creativity have left a lasting impact on the art world, and his legacy will continue to inspire and delight art enthusiasts for generations to come.
This was Today in History, an AA podcast. Brought to you by Decor Studios.
All content was sourced from Wikipedia and processed with open-source large language models.
This podcast is released under Creative Commons, Attribution, Share Alike, 4.0, International License.
Thank you so much for listening.
Talk to you tomorrow.